Also, obviously through the first 2 weeks of camp, how are you feeling both physically and mentally?
I'm good. Just locking in practice. Taking all the plays and blocking in and taking all the X's and O's of what I need to do and just physically and mentally getting in the training room. Taking care of plays and everything that I need to do to help the offense out this year.
How's the installation process going with the offense? Are you feeling comfortable with it? And does it seem like everybody's kind of on the same page with what you're doing?
Yeah, it's going good. We're making a lot of plays on offense, and the running game is looking good. The passing game is looking good. Everything is being very balanced out right now. So I can not only speak for myself, but the rest of the offense. So the installation is pretty good so far.
What's it like working with Iguana? What's the kind of the banter and the feedback that you've gotten from him?
Really just, dialing and locking on the plays, everything we're doing as far as, knowing our right steps and footwork as far as the run game and pass protection, knowing our assignment, just looking out, for key things on the defense to protect the quarterback and, just being our best self and how we could be every down back and, translate that to the game.
Can you talk about your process in picking ASU and coming here?
Daniyel Ngata is over
what,
here as well.
what led you to ASU?
Coach Iguano, the whole coaching staff here, definitely, those are stand-up guys. This is a great staff here at Arizona State, and those guys, really just, told me just all the ins and outs and great things that Arizona State has to offer. Definitely told me about the great fan base here. A lot of things that go on here is, very positive. I feel like, definitely coming from Wyoming. I definitely felt like it was just a bigger and better opportunity here just to, showcase my talent and, definitely sharpen my skills so I can get ready to do that come game day.
How much of it was just wanting a bigger stage? And, was that a big part of your decision too?
No, most definitely. I honestly felt like I should have, been on a big stage, coming out of high school, but Midwest wasn't that heavily recruited then, so definitely just had a plan of just putting out some big numbers, a lot of good game film, and hopefully getting my shot, which I'm here now. So
Some of the guys have said that they think you're faster than they had anticipated. Do you think it's sneaky? Your speed kind of catches guys by surprise, or have you ever heard that before in the past?
I've heard it sometimes, but honestly, a lot of, my speed is, I feel like it's different come game time. There's a lot of guys that got game speed and that's different from, practice speed. So, definitely a big shout out to the strength staff here, with Coach Joe and, the rest of the staff had, the summer plan that they had us doing as far as getting bigger, stronger, and faster. So, definitely it was a big, huge accomplishment from, just preparing for the whole season and, translating it to the field. So, definitely, I feel like I definitely got faster, but come game time, I'll be running my form.
Has anything about Arizona surprised you?
The heat, honestly, this is an everyday thing, and I can't even express it enough. I'm hot right now doing this interview. We just came from outside, so honestly, nothing really. We're supposed to be. Not really everything that shocked me besides the heat. The heat is serious out here.
What's it like in the backfield? You've got a lot of good running backs, and everybody's spoken very highly about you being a professional, being a leader.
Yeah.
Is it difficult being a new guy and trying to be that leader?
No, it's not difficult at all. Being a new guy, I feel like it's being in a better position. I've been a leader when I was at Wyoming, and I definitely feel like I can carry that aspect, here at Arizona State, and just being like the oldest guy in the room, definitely. For the rest of the guys in the running back room, I share knowledge, and we all share different things because we all have different game styles. So just being a leader, I feel like I've always been one. My parents, my grandparents, they raised me to be as one. I got 4 little sisters, so gotta be a leader to those girls as well. So I've just definitely, throughout my whole life, just been in that leadership position.
So your sisters are all younger than you, and you're the oldest?
I am the oldest. They're all younger than me. Give me headaches sometimes, man, for real. But it's all good. It's all love, and I appreciate this opportunity and this opportunity that I'm in. So just being able to capitalize and, you know, lead the young guys as well, it's something I've always been wanting to do, and I feel like I'm in a great position to do so.
Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
You know, that's like how I ended. So people look at me how I ended that year off Wisconsin, and so not to be so if I had like quit football or something, you know, that's how my legacy would have been ended off that game. I feel like. So I just look back at that, be like, gotta bounce back hard this year. Gotta do every rep, every single play like it's my last. Cause that game, who knows if it was my last season or something. That's not how I want to be remembered. So that's just something I look at personally. So like, I don't know. I just try to come every game just hard as I can. You know.
So what have you done for me lately? Think kind of drives you every week in, week out to make sure that you're your best that you can every day?
I just try to go hard as I can on the field. You know, try to get extra reps. You know, try to go extra 10 yards. Try to run to the end zone. Envision myself in the end zone as much as I can. You know, I practice because in the game, it's gonna feel as normal as in practice. So that's probably one of the biggest things. I mean, just finishing this. And then my fatigue, when you get tired, there's so much things, you know, ball and routes, yards. I'm just trying to be more precise, more professional in my game. You know, that's why I'm trying to take my game this more season, just be more professional in everything I do. Like, I feel like last year I was almost there, but now this year I can be a lot more professional in like everything I do, eating, sleeping, literally. Like playing the video games, you know, set a time to how many like hours I play the game, you know, just be really more professional in everything. So,
What's the camaraderie been like between the O-line and the running back room?
to be really honest, like we have a whole bunch of new linemen, and you know they came in. It's just been really smooth. Like blitz pickups, all the run assignments. The running back room and the O-line, we do it separately, but we've been going over the run alignments, the run assignments, all the stuff, like a lot this year, and it's getting me like, you know, more improvement in the classroom. And that's another thing that's going to push me a lot on the field too, is, you know, improve me on the classroom as well. Like that's one big thing too. Coach Brano, you know, he's getting me right in there, and that's one thing. Like if I just get right there, get right in the classroom, it's gonna open up the field, make me play so much faster. And so doing that in the classroom, going over the linemen, and you know, going out on the field and doing it, talking it over with Coach Cav, you know, before we go in there with the team, it just helps a lot. And then right now in fall camp, the thing I like, we go practice, come back, we go over the mistakes, the corrections, and then we go walk through them all over again. I get to see what the linemen are doing. I get to see what mistakes we made. Ask coach what mistake was made on this play. And I get to see the correct way it was ran. Get to just envision myself running the play in the game. And so that's one thing I like about that lineman. Just really get to talk more, I feel like.
And then how does that relationship kind of compare to last year's?
I just, like, we saying this a lot, the chemistry is just closer, but like, I feel like it really is, but I mean, last year's group, we are still good. Like, last year's group, I think was great. This year's group, I just feel like the communication level is just, you know, just higher. Last year's group was powerful. I think that was a great group, you know, but this year's group, just talking more within ourselves, just communicating more, really. I think that's just like the key to the game, so.
Some backs seem to get stronger the more work they get in the game. Others can come in and out and just contribute no matter what. Knowing that you and X have been kind of splitting the load a little bit, what do you fall on that kind of spectrum? Do you need to feel more in the game flow, getting a heavier workload to get going, or can you just kind of go in and out and provide that spark?
I mean, it would be lovely to just get the touches, get me started. But I mean, if my opportunity is, I have to wait till my opportunity is given to me, and I get my one chance. I gotta do whatever I gotta do with that one chance. So that's just how it came last year, and I barely got any chances last year. So in my head, I wasn't mad about it. I was more like, what are you gonna do with the touches? somebody that sit mad about it is gonna go in, mess up, get more mad at themselves and the coaches. So I just look at it, let me just show the coaches why I think I deserve the ball more in my hands. So that's why I just, why I try to give out all my all every play. So
The last couple of years under Zach Hill versus this year now with Glenn Thomas leading the offense, what differences have you seen in terms of how those two OCs like to use the running back group?
To be completely honest, Coach Hill, he was I say he's more like run heavy, coming from like Boise State, all that stuff. Having all like the third running back, I think he was a little bit more run heavy, and he was a little bit more on like with Herm on the run more side. And me as a running back, I love hearing that. I'm not gonna complain. But this year, Coach Thomas is trying to get the ball out, obviously to the receivers more. I like that. Obviously, we gotta spread the ball around. That's how we go win games, more games, and it's the goal this year is to win as many games as we can. So I like Coach Thomas a lot. Just trying to get the ball out to all our weapons. We got a lot of weapons, and we had a lot of weapons last year. We just struggled getting out. This year, I think Coach Thomas, good offense. Trying to get the ball out to all the weapons we got, and we got a lot this year, so it's going to be real good to see that.
What have you seen from Emory in terms of coming in and taking charge of this offense, being that QB1?
He's doing real good. I feel like everybody, even Paul, I'm there at practice. I really like the quarterback room. They just all pushing each other, and they just, Amori, they all doing good. I don't know. They just the way they're going about their business, all pushing each other. You can tell they really want it. So just them seeing each other push each other, and Amori going out there getting the business done. It's just good seeing all that. So that room right there is I was just going into my head today. Kind of just remind me of the running back room, kind of the way they're competing, and not down to any of the groups in the facility or on the team, but not many groups like us. I think the running back group, we hire everybody, and so I think seeing the quarterbacks a little bit right there, I was like, okay, I see you, Paul, I see you, Trent, I see you, Mario, they all working, trying to compete, trying to get that number one spot. So that's all good seeing that.
How has the installation process been of the